Hey guys, Craig Summers here. I wanted to take you guys through my concealed carry journey. Some of you might be new to concealed carrying or looking into it or not even doing it, and I kind of want to walk you through and tell you kind of my evolution of the guns, that how I first got into it, the gun I first carried, how I first carried it, and where I'm at now. So I first started carrying about 4 years ago. I first got a Springfield XD40. That's 2 strikes against me already. And the reason I did that is because I had really no knowledge of pistols, firearms, calibers, manufacturers. I knew that one, everybody carried a Glock, and I didn't want to be like everybody, so I decided, hey, Springfield fit the best in my hand. And the reason I carried a 40 was because it was more powerful than a 9 and carried more rounds than a 45. So as I started to get into train a little bit more, get into really learn the ins and outs, really learn the truth, become more knowledgeable, I realized that there is a reason why the Glock 19 is probably the most popular handgun in the world at that time. So I went and got a Glock 19, still had my XD40, and I started carrying my Glock 19 in this Old Faithful holster. I carried my 40 in a holster pretty similar to this. I don't know if it was a crossbreed Super Tuck, but it was something to where it had a leather backing and then a Kydex shell. So I would carry it about 4 or 5 o'clock. I carried that way for about 2 or 3 years, and then I started taking some training classes. One of the first classes I took was a tactical response fighting pistol course that I took in Bastrop with James Yeager, who was actually there, believe it or not. From there, opened up my eyes about a lot of different things. One, I was about 30 pounds heavier at that point in time, and so when we would do single-handed reloads with our right hand, I would have to reach across my stomach to my magazine pouch, which was on my left side, in order to get the magazine out and insert it into my pistol, insert it, pull it out, seat it, and rack it. So I learned from there, one, I needed to lose some weight, and two, throughout the various drills, you're fighting on your back, you're fighting on your side, and if you're fighting on your back, you also learn that you have to pull over to the side, rip your shirt up, and draw your gun. Also, kind of the same concept. If you're in a car, you've got to move to the side, lift your shirt up, and draw your gun and shoot. So I still carried at that time about 4 or 5 o'clock, but I was kind of starting to stir some changes. About a year ago, a little over a year ago, I started doing martial arts, Krav Maga, and a little bit of kickboxing, Muay Thai. And throughout that process, and with the help of a friend of mine, Ray Cash Care, I dropped about 20-30 pounds. And with that weight loss associated with my growing knowledge, I started carrying Appendix. And right now, this is how I carry 95% of the time. It's my Glock 19 in an NSR tactical holster, SOE belt. I do still carry Appendix if I'm in a business setting. If I'm wearing jeans, if I'm in a suit, I will typically carry a Glock 26 on my ankle, but for the most part, I do carry Appendix. One of the reasons why I do carry Appendix, a couple reasons, as first off, as I told you, fighting on your back, sitting in a car, it is much easier. If I'm sitting in a car, I can automatically draw straight up. If I'm on my back, I can draw straight up. I don't have to worry about leaning to the side. So that was great. Also, with the thing with carrying Appendix is everything is right here. As I said before, when I first trained with James, if you're doing single-handed reloads and you carry your gun on your side, I learned that you need to be able to reach that gun with both hands. So if you can't reach, if you're right-handed and you carry 3, 4, 5 o'clock, and I can't reach it with my left hand, then either you need to carry differently or you need to carry a backup. So that was a real eye-opener. So Appendix kind of is the best of both worlds. So I can reach that gun with either of my hands, regardless of what I need to do. And then also the magazine, my backup magazine that I have, is right there as well. So everything is right where I need it to be, center line, easily accessible. I can get it with both hands, so that's great. If I'm ever in a fight, everything is right here. It is much easier for me to retain my pistol with it being in front than having to worry about somebody coming from my back or my side, outside of my periphery, and try to take that gun from me. So I can control that gun a lot better. If anybody's somebody's coming at me, I can defend them off and easily grab, lift my garment up and grab that gun. So having everything center line, I can get it with both hands. It's much easier to get to in a bunch of different positions on my back, sitting in a car, and it's much more streamlined to defend against. Also, another thing too that you might not think about is printing or somebody looking for a gun. So if I'm looking for a gun on somebody, typically somebody carries at 3, 4, 5 o'clock. So I'm going to be looking for that little piece in the back. Nobody looks for a handle in the front. And so I've been carrying this way for over a year, and I have had no issues. The grip of my gun does show, and quite frankly, I really don't care. If somebody brings it up, I will tell them that one, it's either my cell phone or my insulin pump, and I don't have diabetes, but they don't know that. Or if you really want to screw with somebody, tell them it's your colostomy bag and make them feel like a complete idiot. So nobody looks for a gun in front. So those are really some good reasons. A lot of people say, hey man, with your gun's pointing at your Johnson, pointing at your baby maker, is it uncomfortable? Number one, no, right now my gun is not pointing at my thing. When I do sit down, yeah, it does a little bit. But like I said, the gun will not fire until I pull the trigger. I've trained enough to where when I pull that trigger, that gun, my finger's right on the slide. I've trained enough to where it's second nature. I do that. I'm not worried about sticking my finger in that trigger guard and pulling that trigger. Is it comfortable? Yes. It took a little bit getting used to. I recommend two things. If you're overweight, lose weight. It is possible. I am proof that it can be done. Number two, get a good holster. A good holster makes all the difference, in addition to a good sturdy belt. This NSR Tactical Appendix with a good sturdy gun belt, SOE, is typically what I carry in a casual setting. You really can't beat it. So I really love the setup that I'm at right now. Like I said, I feel real confident with it. I can get both hands on the gun. I can defend somebody if I need to that's coming at me. A lot of people don't know that I'm carrying a gun right there. If I do need to carry a backup, it'll be either on my ankle or on my side. So guys, I hope this video really helps you out. First off, guys, if you do have your CHL, carry your gun. I know it is a learning process of, man, it's not comfortable, or I got to wear these different clothes. Hey, guys, it's an evolving process. You've got to learn. It just takes time. Go get some training. If you take some time and go spend $400 or $500 for a reputable trainer for a 2-day class, you might not think about it, but that will save you so much stress, anxiety, money with regards to gear, belts, guns, holsters in the long run. You will learn so much from that class, not necessarily just about how to run your gun, but about what's the best way for you to carry it. Guys, I hope this video helps you, kind of shows you my evolution from when I first started carrying my XD40, and then now at 3, 4, 5 o'clock, and then now I carry my Glock 19 in Appendix. I'm going to do a review on this holster from Dave White at NSR. I think it's one of the best ones out there, and I love it. So guys, if you like the videos, go ahead and subscribe. Any comments, questions, go ahead and put them down the link. Any way I can help somebody out, answer some questions, I would love to. And we'll catch you guys on the next video.